Hello everybody, GL1 here. Welcome to my online toy museum, and today we're going to talk about one of my favorite things, Optimus Prime. Some recent purchases from odd places online have yielded some great prices on some unusual Optimus Prime toys. And episode 325, about 4 weeks ago, I went into this on this purchase from Temu, the Mechanical Alliance Dark Commander. And the first Dark Commander I purchased was a Nemesis Prime color scheme. All right, so it was an Optimus Prime from the Bumblebee movie, which is actually right here in vehicle form. All right, and I want you to note the color of the red. All right, so it's a duller color red, but this is what this as well turns into in truck mode. Same truck. It's just obviously black. All right, so and this is the Hasbro version of that. All right, and so you have the silver on the inside of the wheels, and you can see on the Dark Commander version you have a brighter silver on there. Well, what I was curious about is what would the red one look like that also is part of the Mechanical Alliance. And so for about $13, I ordered this guy, which is exactly the same as the Hasbro version, except the plastic is much brighter. As you can see, it's a deeper red, it's shinier, and the chrome wheels are not. They are all black, so that's different. But overall, it's the same. The gun is a little bit of a different color, just slightly different black. But other than that, the body is really it's the main thing that's different is just a darker red, which I like a lot better. The head colors are a little bit deeper as well. So anyway, I definitely recommend, if you're not purchasing things from Temu and you like the Bumblebee Optimus Prime, you can get a great deal on one. Anywhere from like $17 to $13. And you can see all the bright chrome in there. That's also a little brighter than what you get on your Hasbro version. And transforms exactly the same quality of plastic. All right. So I also found on Amazon this guy here. And this one looks like quite an upgrade in some interesting ways. So I was glad to get that. Well, the face is different. It's actually, you could see it's more detailed, and it looks more like the Optimus Prime in the Bumblebee movie when his face is armored up. So the most interesting thing about this is it doesn't say who made it. On our Dark Commander box, it's in Chinese, but there's information here telling you that it's made in China, and who knows, maybe the manufacturer, I don't know, YS04 metal version. It's not metal, but in any case, it says die-cast metal transformation. It's not die-cast metal, okay? So don't be fooled by that. But in any case, this one doesn't tell you anything, and it is one of the best Optimus Primes I have. And I have a lot. And there's many that are very special, but this one does something that none of the other Optimus Primes do, and that sets it apart. So here's the instructions for it, and even on the instructions, there is nothing telling you where this comes from. The other great thing about this is I ordered one, I got it in the mail, and it says that I still have one on the way. So I don't know what's going to happen, but I might be getting a second one. And here is this OP-1 in truck form. All right, so if you compare it, it is the same. I believe it is meant to be the Bumblebee Optimus Prime. And I'll show you that as I can transform it. But you can see it's really the same scale, similar, in most aspects of size. but it's got a couple of interesting accessories. You can see from the front how it's got the chrome visor here, and then this guard here. Well, what is that guard reminiscent of? Well, I had to go to Transformers Prime, and then a little bit past that, and they had Beast Hunters. And this is the Optimus Prime from Beast Hunters. And this is, I don't know, this could be like 8, 10 years from old now. Time goes so fast for me. But you can see it has that guard in the front, similar looking guard. So I think it kind of is a little bit of a reminiscent. Oh, look at that long fur hair there or whatever. Seems like a nylon. I painted the wheels actually on this. They were all black. But this is just a really great Transformer Optimus Prime. And we'll show all the Beast Hunters at one point, but the main thing is the grill. I also wanted to compare this Cyberverse version of Optimus Prime with both, our Hasbro version. You can see, again, the same truck and similar in its bright red color as our OP-1. And, this one is different in that it has this little motor that you push down, and it can become a blaster when it's in robot form, but it has a motor. You push down the spring, and then it pushes this wheel, and it'll scoot this along the floor. And this is, there's several of these Transformer toys that have the little motor that sits in there and will scoot it across the floor, and then you can fold these out, and they become, missile weapons. This just pulls out, and then the whole thing will fold together like that. Okay, and then you can, I don't know, stick this. Actually, you can, I think you can kind of stick. No, it doesn't stick there. All right. Well, just put that aside. It isn't going to stick there. And so it has this also that you can put something in. I guess if you put like an axe or something, and push this down, and it can rotate a weapon. I mean, let's see what happens if we put a gun in there. It's stuck. Yeah. Uh-oh. You think gotta have it. Okay, let's see. Maybe if we don't put it in so far. Now, okay. Well, all right. So it doesn't work like that. But all right, maybe something smaller. In any case, let's transform this guy here, this OP-1, and I will show you its special feature. All right, so OP-1 is now transformed into his robot form, and we're going to compare this with our Dark Commander Bumblebee Optimus Prime. So as you can see, it's similar scale, and you can see the legs are similar, but our OP-1 has different feet. And what's nice about them is they really are very well articulated in all different directions. So you can make him stand in all different positions. You have the joints are tighter on this, which is nice. So you can put him in a position and he'll stay there, and it moves all around your hip, your knee. You have your elbows, that move really well and stay in position. You have your head that can look up and down and all around. And you can see, all right, that's, again, similar design, similar chest, similar arms. They have it looks like rockets up there. This one has the same thing. Your smokestacks are similar, a little more beefy on OP-1. The torso looks a little more beefy on, our Dark Commander one. And the head is also larger on the Dark Commander, as you can see. But again, very similar. Even the knees, have the two circles. This one has, like the brake lights. And all right, so if we look at the back, we can also see that the design is similar in the back, with the way that the structure for his back is and his arms. All right. So where does it differ? Oh, even the gas canisters are in a similar spot. Where does it differ? Well, it differs in this. It can bend forward. I don't have any other Optimus Primes that can do that. Now, what does that allow you to do? It allows you to put him in a position that is really a neat fighting stance. So you can take him, move this camera here, and hopefully I can... also, I'm sorry, before I get to that fighting stance, see the weapons? All right, so you have a sword that it comes with, and you have a blaster that can go on the hand, right? Well, you do have hands. So this comes out, and then it turns around. You can fold that out, and it's not that easy, but you can pull that out and then fold that back there, and then there you go. Now you have and the wrist even turns. So now there you have Optimus Prime's hand, and if you want, you can take the sword, and it doesn't stick in his hand like that, but what you can do is you can put it on the side like that, or you can even stick it up in here, all right? And then if you want, you can turn his hand sideways as if he's holding on to a handle. This will kind of pull out a little bit there, and then have it, like that. And then you can put the blaster. Of course, this folds out the same. It's got another hand. And then you can put the blaster here and there. All right. So when he's in a fighting position, all right, so you could have him in a fighting position like this, with the sword like that, looking that way and leaning forward. And you can actually balance him because his feet are so well articulated. Although I was able to balance a lot of my Optimus Primes this way, the Dark Commanders and some others. So they all will balance on the one foot doing a high kick. But what's neat about this is you can have it where, because he can bend forward, it's like he's swinging downward with the sword. Let's see if we can get him to balance on this box here. And maybe it's going to be a little bit too flexible. Let me get back to you on that. Okay, so get him to balance on that box. So as you can see, he can balance like that, and you can twist him and have him lean forward. So really cranking in that power into that kick. See, because if he was like all the other Optimus Primes, it would just be that kind of kick. But because he can lean forward, he can do that. And I'm going to show you what that looks like, how different it is. This is another one of my favorite Optimus Primes. Hard to say because I have so many favorites, but I'd say top 10. Look at it like that, out of like 100 and something. So, all right. So that one, this is, again, because the torso doesn't bend forward, you can only achieve that look as opposed to being able to lean forward. And then here's another one. This Optimus Prime I got years ago, $15 at a toy store, like one of those obscure little hobby toy stores. And boy, am I glad I got it, because it's worth a lot of money now. And it's one of those like sort of Japanese, only in Japan kind of Optimus Primes. That, when you get it, order it or exclusively from a hobby shop, and that's kind of where this came from. That you could see it's got the Japanese versions often are better. It has a really highly articulated ankle, but again, it doesn't have the torso bend because only that one does. The other thing that's unique about this guy is his wrist. Not only does it turn in a ball joint, but it also can bend this way, which can allow you to do some, unique hand positions with the sword, like, really swatting downward, which is cool. Instead of having to move the whole arm, it can just move his hand. And this one has a really neat looking, sort of anime looking head, very threatening looking. But anyway, those are, there's just so many great Optimus Primes, right? But OP-1 is very unique in that, bending forward, and the blaster on the hand, and the sword that, you can position in different ways. So just really a great Transformer, I think. Nice head sculpt, good shiny, and you can see like the metal plates and even the blue eyes up in there, you know. So they really put a lot of detail into the head, which I think matters a lot. You know, you can see up inside that diamond shape some of the detail. And if we were to compare that, you know, to this one here, I mean, again, I love this one too, but not a lot. You know, it's just your basic cartoony Optimus Prime detail. And let's see, and then if we look at the Dark Commander version, Bumblebee, I mean, again, we see a lot of the detail in there. With the larger head, you can, you know, often get more detail. But what's nice about this is it's smaller, and they got the detail and the metal plates. You know, the more detail actually. So anyway, I'll find out if I get another one this week, because I don't know why it's still in the ordering queue. It's telling me I'm going to get one on Wednesday, and I don't know. Maybe they accidentally sent me two. But that would be great in case one breaks, right? So, all right. Well, thank you for watching, and go ahead and rush out and get these. So, have a happy new year, and I look forward to talking to you soon, and actually real soon, because I'm going to do another show coming up next. Take care.